Miriam Elia. I'm 1 in a million, as my partner calls me, so there's 6 other people just like me in London. I'd love to meet them all, get together. I come from North London. Does anyone know North London? Yeah, and both my parents are pretentious conceptual artists. So when I was born, they didn't know what to call me. It was just Untitled. And so I got to 13 and they said, well, okay, Untitled with tits. But my childhood birthday parties, I was from the kind of establishment left that is now running the country. I'm fucking it up. Way! My parents didn't know, it wasn't a normal, conventional childhood that I had, Even at my childhood birthday parties, my mother would get all the kids around and go, when you're happy and you know it, ask yourself why. And with the parcel, it was just a mould of the inside of the parcel. That's about loss. And her favourite was pin the tail on the abstract donkey, which meant you could just put it anywhere. And she said, just let your feelings be your guide. It was a good childhood. My favourite thing that we had to watch, though, was Postmodern Pat and his mixed-race cat. It's very relevant. Shall I sing it to you? It goes, Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat and his mixed-race cat. Early in the morning, when the day is dawning, Pat feels he's a really empty man. Pat? Yes? What's in your parcels, Pat? Oh, I shouldn't open the parcels. That contravenes post office rules and regulations. Open the parcels, Pat. I shouldn't. I open them. Oh, there's nothing in here but bubble wrapped. Why would someone send me an empty parcel? Because they don't exist, Pat. Your whole reality is a lie. What about Mrs. Greendale? She's dead wood, Pat. There's a virus coming to Greendale. Get in your home. Do as I say. Stay safe, Pat. It was a fun kind of childhood, But I've come out of it not mentally scarred, I'm all right now. But as a child, this made me think. I had a hamster. Anyone here have a hamster? He was adorable. But he only lived a year, and we found. During the lockdown, I was actually just digging around, and we found that he kept a diary. Yeah. You see it at the back? Yeah. It's called The Diary of Edward the Hamster, 1990 to 1990. He only lived a year. Shall I read some of it to you? Yeah. It might remind you of the lockdown. That's why I thought it was relevant. April 30th. It's my anniversary and no one seems to have noticed. 6 months today, 6 months since they bought me from Sniffle's pet shop. Sunday, May the 3rd. I've decided not to use the wheel again. May the 5th. I've decided to use the wheel again. But only at night when they're sleeping. I'll scratch and crawl and rattle the cage just to show them I will not do tricks. The smaller one came today. She picked me up, but I ran and hid in the hay. She soon stopped. May the 5th. Why exist? May the 7th, 2 of them came today, dragged me out of the cage and put me in some kind of improvised maze made out of books and old toilet tubes. A labyrinth with no escape. They were treating it like a game, laughing and squealing as I desperately scrabbled from blind alley to blind alley, but I knew it was no game. They're trying to crush my will, to break my soul. Well, they can take my freedom, but they'll never take my soul. My name is Edward, and I am a hamster. Thursday, May the 8th. The vet came today. He touched me and felt me. Apparently, I'm a woman. Should say the next one. What is a woman, huh? So, It's really nice to come here. I live in Tottenham Court Road, unusual place to live. I came here on the Central Line, which is great. I love the Central Line. This didn't happen to me today. This did happen to me about 3 months ago, but I was on the Central Line, and these Somali women in their robes came up to me on the Central Line and said, "We need to get to Finsbury Park." And I said, "Oh, no, you're on the wrong train line. You need to go back a station to King's Cross, get onto the Victoria Line, and then go back towards the the Victoria Line going south." And she went, No, we need to get to Finsbury Park. I said, "No, go back to the next station, go onto the Victoria Line, and take the other platform." And then the doors of the train stopped, the whole train stopped, the doors open, and I just said to her, "Look, go back to where you came from!" Oh, well. Now, I was going to do one last thing, which is another diary, because I've been doing a lot of diary digs, which also reminded me of lockdown and the tedium of it. Now, this was written in 1941, and I found it in a car boot sale, and it's in this suitcase. I found one woman's diaries from 1938 all the way up to her death in 1972. And I read every day of her life. She never missed an entry. And she was the most boring woman that ever lived. And why I'm reading you this diary, and I'm going to end with it, is because it reminds me of how we've lived through a pandemic and all this disaster and all these incredible things, but actually the day-to-day life is always quite tedious. And the way that she's captured the Blitz is just beyond me, so I'll read you some of her extracts. September the 3rd, 1939. Eve of war. September the 4th, 1939. War! Against Germany. September the 5th, 1939. Made carrot cake. May 28th, 1940. Haircut. Lovely bright weather today. Bomb. June the 14th, 1940. Germany marches into Paris. Boiler fixed. June the 30th, bomb on High Street. June the 40th, bomb on High Street. June the 16th, bomb on the High Street. June the 18th, haircut. So that just kind of, made me think about all the tedium that we've been through and how you sort of get on with life, don't you? Well, I'm going to leave it there because I was going to do a short slot. I hope I haven't overdone anything. And it's been my first time doing this for a long, long time. So you've been a lovely audience. It's actually been... Thank you. Thank you. And next time I will come back and do jokes about pansexual rainbows, but for now, thank you very much.